Imagine if the government made its own digital money, kind of like how you might have money in a video game. This special government money would be watched over by the Federal Reserve, which is like the big boss of American banks. It would be super official and backed by the United States government. This could be a new way to pay for things, and it would have some really cool features like sending money instantly, making it easier to send money to other countries, and helping more people use banking services. Right now, more than 130 countries around the world are thinking about making their own special digital money. Big countries like China, Russia, Saudi Arabia, and India are already testing theirs out. Europe might start testing their digital euro money as early as 2028. Meanwhile, America is pretty far behind, and people keep arguing and spreading confusing information about how this digital money stuff works. These are the actual words from the United States Congress, the people who make laws in America. Here's what's important. The US Congress has clearly said that XRP, which is a type of digital money, has permission to be used in America. And it's not just for banks and big money companies. It's like a big thumbs up from around the world, especially from the US Federal Reserve, saying it's okay to use XRP for buying things in America and sending money to other countries. So why does this matter so much? Well, the US Congress sees what's happening around the world. Countries like Brazil, India, China, and others are working on setting up their own government digital money using something called the XRP ledger, and they're working together with a company called Ripple. The United States doesn't want to be left behind while everyone else moves forward. And can you guess which company they're teaming up with? You got it, it's Ripple. Hey everyone, the place where we talk about everything related to XRP. Just like how the BRICS countries, which are Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, work together to make a digital money they could all use, the United States is doing something similar. Let me show you a video clip that talks about conversations between Ripple and the US Federal Reserve about government digital money going all the way back to 2015. This old history shows us that Ripple and the US government have been working together secretly for a long time. Even though we've all seen Ripple and the SEC, which is like the money police, fighting in public, this teamwork was a big clue that Ripple was going to win that court case against the SEC. Do you remember when Ripple showed the Federal Reserve a payment system called FedNow back in 2015? When the Fed officially released the system, they didn't say it was Ripple's idea out loud, but if you look closer, you can find hints. The Federal Reserve talked about maybe working with a blockchain company that could help move money really efficiently with transactions taking only 3 to 5 seconds. Gary Gensler, who's an important person in government, has kept talking about how the US Federal Reserve could use Ripple. Even before he got his current job, and even while the SEC was suing Ripple, Gensler had said he believed the Federal Reserve would add XRP and Ripple into their payment systems, both for sending money inside America and to other countries. Now let's talk about what's happened recently. There's a bank called Riverbank, which is an important payment partner that uses Ripple's system, and they just officially joined the FedNow payment system. Let me explain what this means. Riverbank isn't just a regular bank. It's a payment helper that uses Ripple's systems called xCurrent and xRapid. Both of these systems use XRP and its ledger to get money when they need it right away. Since Riverbank is now part of FedNow, it's clear that xRapid, xCurrent, and Ripple's network, which all depend on XRP, are going to be involved. This means that the FedNow payment system is going to use XRP when it needs money to send to other countries. So as XRP becomes more useful and gets used more often, we can expect its price to go way up. If you're watching this video and you own XRP, this is really good news for your investment. XRP being added into normal money systems is more than just saying the digital money might be good. It shows us how the world of money is changing. As regular banks start to see how fast, efficient, and cheap blockchain technologies like Ripple's are, we're watching a big change happen. Plus, Gary Gensler saying good things about it, and then banks like Riverbank making these moves are just the beginning. As more money companies start to learn about and use the power of XRP and similar technologies, the effects will spread through the whole industry. Before we go any further, I have some exciting news for the people watching. I'm doing an XRP giveaway. To enter, just do these 3 easy things. Give this video a thumbs up, click the subscribe button, and turn on notifications, and share this video with your friends and family. I'm going to check if you did these steps when I pick the lucky winner. So good luck to everyone. We'll tell you who won when we reach 60,000 subscribers. Okay, now let's get back to talking about XRP's price and why it's becoming more important. We've talked about the US Federal Reserve being interested in it and how the whole United States is leaning toward using it. But it's not just the US that sees how useful XRP could be. Countries like the BRICS nations and even the European Union with their digital euro project are looking into what it can do. If you want to learn more about how XRP is being added to Europe's digital euro project and the BRICS countries' government digital money, you can watch our other videos about those topics. Let me say it again. The US isn't just thinking about using XRP for a possible government digital money, which we talked about in another video, but they also really want to use it for sending money to other countries easily. This isn't just about government digital money, but it includes both money stuff inside America and with other countries. Let's talk about what this means for how much XRP will be worth in the future. As more people use XRP, especially big money players like the US Federal Reserve, its real value is definitely going to change. How useful a digital money is, after all, is a big part of figuring out what it's worth. When a digital money like XRP gets added into huge money systems, it's not just about the good things it does right away for sending money, but also about the long-term trust and respect it earns. The world's money system is changing really fast, with digital payments becoming normal and more people wanting quick, cheap ways to send money to other countries. The job of digital money, especially ones that work well like XRP, becomes super important. Having major countries and money institutions supporting it can be like rocket fuel, pushing XRP into its own special category. For people who invest and fans of crypto, this is a really important time. The direction XRP is heading, with all these big endorsements and being added to systems, looks really promising for the future. But like with anything you invest in, it's super important to stay informed, keep watching what's happening, and make choices based on really good research. Could XRP actually reach $10,000? This is a question that everyone in the crypto community has been asking, and we're going to talk about it now. It's important to mention that more and more big international companies, especially from North American countries, are getting interested in the XRP ledger. As the crypto world gets bigger with digital money now existing in over 130 countries, XRP is often mentioned as one of the top choices. So what could XRP be worth? People are guessing anywhere from $10,000 to an amazing $35,000, especially if it plays a role in global CBDC, which means central bank digital currency operations. What does all this mean? As countries start leaning toward using XRP for worldwide payments, there's a chance it could become a money that everyone in the world accepts and uses. The managing director at a company called Wilhelmina Capital made this point really clear. If XRP is recognized and used all over the world as this middleman currency, it would mean that a huge amount of the world's money would go through the XRP ledger. Even though XRP has a really big supply of coins, the huge demand for it could push its price higher and higher, possibly putting it in the $10,000 to $35,000 range. These are the predictions and prices that people who study this stuff and fans are excitedly watching for XRP. Please remember, I am not someone with a license to give financial advice. Everything I talk about in these videos is just for entertainment. I always tell viewers to do their own homework and talk to professionals before making any money decisions. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to click the subscribe button. Also, make sure you turn on the notifications so you'll be the first to know when I make new videos. I'm excited to see you in the next video. Take care.